So this Terminator Chaplain looks fine, but for Wolf Priest, it's not quite cutting it. So let's turn this into something worthy of Fenris. So I wanted to kind of sketch out what I wanted to do with this miniature by just dry fitting loads of different bits. And to be honest, this is the part that takes me the longest out of any kitbash. But once I had the general idea and I found a really cool bit from an old Wolfguard miniature that I'm going to be using, I thought it was time to actually get started. So the first thing you have to do when converting any sort of space wolfy thing from a more imperial model is, well, scraping off all the bits. Now you can probably get away with skulls, but anything fancier than that, you just want to kind of carve them off. So I do that with this entire miniature. And once I had the more codex compliant iconography carved off for this guy and most of the model glued together, it was time to slap some wolfy bits onto it. Now I've got this kind of loinclothy pelt thing with the big belt from the new Wolfguard Terminators kit, and with just a slight bit of snipping and trimming, it manages to fit onto this model quite nicely. And that alone has already changed the silhouette of this model quite a lot. But speaking of changing the silhouette of this model up a lot, so the next bit I do is use that bit from the old Wolfguard Terminators kit that I said I was going to use, and that's this giant shoulder cape thing. Now when I found my old Wolfguard Terminators, I knew I had to use this, so I kind of just destroyed the old miniature by snapping this off. Now this bit actually fits surprisingly well. The only thing I had to do here was trim down that back peg just a little bit and just glued it straight on. Now I was thinking of saving this bit for a future Wolf Lord in Terminator kitbash, something like that, but I love chaplains, I love wolf priests, and this is going to be a really important, high-ranking dude in my custom Space Wolves Great Company that I'm busy making. Now, before I add the rest of this fur to the cape, the little daggly arm bit, I wanted to finish up the weapons. Now, this dude's going to have a giant Crozius and a shield, but obviously I don't want to use the shield that comes with the standard kit. And luckily, I have a spare Wolfguard Terminated shield lying around, and I just used that instead. The only mistake I really made here was later on when I want to put the shoulder pad on, it doesn't quite fit because the shield is too close to the arm, so I will have to trim down a little bit of the ridge on the shield later to get that shoulder pad to fit in there. But otherwise, that small extra detail just really helps sell this as a Space Wolf miniature and not just a standard chaplain. Now for the Crozius. Now this is one of the most important parts of this entire miniature because it can really tell the story. Now usually I would go for the Crozius held up in the air with a big yelly face, just giving a lot of emotion like he's just shouting wolfy sermons into the air. But I've actually got some lore for this guy. Like I said, this is a custom Great Company I'm making here. And I won't bore you with the lore, I might leave it in the top comment below, just a little blurb for you. But I want a very silent and stoic miniature to represent the guy I have in my head. And even the Crozius itself, I'm not going to be changing to wolf it up in any sort of way because, again, it fits in with the lore that I have for this guy. Because it's got the bird heads. In my head, it's like raven totems on this thing. But yeah, once that arm was glued into place, it was time to put down that other wolfy arm bit. Now, I did trim down some of the spikes around the iron halo, but once I actually had it in place, I realized that wasn't necessary, so I kind of botched up that bit a little bit. But all I do with this piece, because I didn't want it just dangling out in the front, I wanted to be resting on the miniature to look a lot more natural. I just very, very gently just started slightly bending the plastic at different areas, just so it curved and, like I said, sits on the model a bit better. Now, once that was glued down, there's still a little bit of a gap between the pelt and the arm, and later we'll be just green stuffing in a little bit of fur there to seal it all up, similar to what I did with my last Space Wolf kitbash with Crom Dragon Gaze. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Now a very, very small detail, which took me like 2 hours to find this bit in my bits box. It was crazy, and it ended up being in the first place I initially looked, which is even more annoying. But this tiny little wolf head trinket kind of thing, and I really wanted this bit to stick on the chest, where I carved away some of that like more codex compliant details. Now I don't know where this bit comes from, I just knew I had it, and it fit perfectly on that little rectangular chest bit in the front, so yeah, just glued that on. And on a quick side note, if you'd like to see my works in progress and early hints and showcases of videos I'm working on, then maybe check out my Patreon or YouTube membership, because I'm always posting up in there what I'm currently working on. This guy was one of them. Alright, now we've got a bit of a backdrop change, something I'm going to be trying going forward, because I always hated the look of the cutting mat. But back to the miniature, I went through a lot of different head options, most of the ones from the Wolfguard Terminator's kit. But like I said, I had a very particular lore in my head, and this face that I went for was perfect. Very stern looking, he's missing an eyeball, which again goes with the lore for this guy, and it just felt perfect. Now again, is it the most exciting looking pose and everything? No, because like I say, usually I go for like the very dramatic yelly kind of faces, but sometimes when you have a vision and a lore for a character, you just gotta go with it. Now, a lot of the weapons with the blood claws and the new grey hunters and stuff like that come with these little toothy trinkets at the hilt of the weapon or the pistol grip or anything like that. So I just used my hobby knife to snip one of these off and glue it onto the end of this crow's just to add a little bit more wolfy detail to it. Now, speaking of wolfy details, the side of this miniature with the shield just felt very empty. So I decided to stick down this dagger, which is also from one of the newer Space Wolf kits, and this little wolf tail talisman onto the shoulder pad as well, just to kind of, like I said, bulk out that back end. So wolf priests are supposed to be a combination of an apothecary and a chaplain, and right now this guy's leading very far into the chaplain side, which is kind of a problem with most wolf priest models. But I wanted to add some little pouches and containers and baggies and stuff like that onto this guy that might be some sort of medication. It might be where he stores the gene seed, I don't know, but yeah, it's got a various different looking little vials and bags and pouches, and just glue them around the kind of waistline area of this dude. But once all that was done, I still felt like the shield side felt very light and empty compared to the crow's ears with the giant flowing cape and all that on the other side. So I wanted to maybe slap a tilt shield on this dude. And I did have some of the older, more wolfy looking ones, but I liked this one because it was kind of just squared off. It had those little rivets like the shoulders do, and it was relatively plain, because I felt like this model would be too busy if I added more onto it. But yeah, let's get straight onto some green stuff now. And for this, I just got my green stuff. I stuffed it into that little gap, trying to like fill the space up a little bit, using my silicone shapers. And then I just started rolling out very, very tiny strips of hair to kind of match it to what the pelt looks like, and started layering that up on there. It didn't take very long, like I said, it's only a couple of pieces to fill that gap up. But as always in these videos, if you'd like to learn how to green stuff fur, I've got videos on that, so check the description. But now I think it's time for a painted up reveal. And there you have him, ladies and gents, in all his wolf priest glory. Now again, similar to the last video I did, I haven't had a chance to actually finish painting this guy, but he's like 80% there. And once he's on a badass base, I think this guy's going to look real cool. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Does he feel like a really cool, stern, wolf priesty dude? And was it an improvement on the kind of bog standard Terminator Chaplain? And also, a quick little side note, if I have sounded very strange in this video, is because I'm currently under the weather, but I still wanted to get this video out to you guys. So I apologize for that, but I still hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, it always really helps. And as always, if you want to go that step further, there's the YouTube, membership, Patreon, all that good stuff that really helps the channel grow and keep my bits box full. And before you go, if you'd like to see some more wolfy goodness, maybe check out this playlist with all my Space Wolfy kit bashes in it. Or check out my Chrome Dragon Gaze video I told you about. I thought that one turned out quite well as well, and I actually had time to finish painting that one. But until the next one, guys, bye bye.